In the first period, shots on goal by Mount St. Charles, 14 attempted. Hendricken had 7 shots attempted. I'd say the real good opportunities are even. The goalie saves for Mount St. Charles, 7, and Seta has been forced to make 3. And, John, I'd say play was fairly even out of that. Now, you said Mount St. Charles head coach Bill Belisle had a concern about this game and some of the others in the first period.
Well, I don't think the Mounties have come out with the fire and with the domination that they would have liked in those 2 games that ended in ties. In fact, the Mount had, of course, to play catch-up and to tie Hendricken. But I think the Belisles are very pleased with the Mount's play in this first period because they really took it to Hendricken. They had the Hawks pinned up for most of the period in their own end, and once again, Dave Berard coming up big. We're going to have 18 seconds left on the McGeough penalty as we start the second period, so 18 seconds more of a power play opportunity for the Mounties as we're underway, second period in this 5th and deciding game. Rodolphe to Chevette. Chevette tries to dump it in. Puck taken away by Kramer. Kramer dumps it down. 7 seconds left on the penalty. Gaudreau, first one in. He's checked by Keith E. Carney. And now a bump there, Rodolphe. Gaudreau still trying to get it, but now it's collected by the Mount. Chevette up left wing. Chevette dumps it in. Chevette's just a junior, and what a great hockey player he is. This is Gaudreau. Gaudreau can't do much with it. Wheels back and now fires it in. Gaudreau still handling. Kramer. Now the Mount. Rodolphe up to Hanley, his right winger. Hanley steps around Klein. Hanley to drive. Save Berardi Kaito.
Another good offensive opportunity, and we're seeing some of the heavyweights down there. McGeough again involved in throwing his weight around. And on the other side of things from Mount St. Charles, we've seen some good play by big Keith E. Carney, the senior out of Pawtucket. We'll watch the save here by Berard as again Mount St. Charles opens it up in the second period with some good pressure. Scott Hanley, the Cumberland native, going in with a good shot. Berard and both Seta and Berard have been up to the challenges so far.
Face-off controlled by the Mount. Jeffrey's shot is blocked. Brian Jeffries follows it to the corner. He's checked on the play by O'Connor. Here comes Hendricken. Moreau. Cross-ice pass to Bethune now. Bethune a drive is wide. Moreau collects and keeps it in. Behind the net. Number 18, you see Keith P. Carney in the corner for the Mount. Behind the net to Whittet. Brendan Whittet to Jeffries. Up into center ice, nobody there, and Wykers dumps it back in for Hendricken.
Things seem to be opening up just a little bit more now.
Keith P. Carney behind the net. Gets it around to the other side. Hendricken is there. Jackard keeps it in. Now it's LaCroix. Mike LaCroix wheeling and carrying out. Gets a move around Wykers. LaCroix tries to get Del Mastro. He couldn't find it. Now Kevin Moreau. Moreau up through center ice for Hendricken. Loose puck. And it's number 3, Del Mastro, firing it in. Jason Bacon hustling in there for the Mount, along with Wykers. Wykers wins it. Jackard's got it, but it's kept in by Lawton. Lawton goes to the corner with it for the Mount. He's checked on the play. Lawton fighting with Wykers. Kokoli checked by Bethune. Now it's Lawton again. Lawton checked by Wykers. Wykers pulls him down. Puck is in the corner, and they'll tie it up.
Mount St. Charles trying to set up a couple of plays on that, keep the puck in the zone. Again, Hendricken was up to the defensive challenge. They're skating the positions very well. Now, they've already weathered that penalty. It is over. We've got 12:51 to go in the second period, and it's starting to mount again. The tension is starting to mount as you see the Hawks getting into position, and they've had a little line change. Wykers goes back to the bench there, and we'll see if Mount St. Charles can keep the offensive pressure going here.
Robeson keeps it in, but it's collected by Caccini. Caccini takes it behind the net, being pursued by Lawton. Caccini still with it. Can't decide which side to break it up on. He's got it up ahead there to Flynn. Flynn gets it up in the middle to Omicelli, who fires it in. McGeough and Robeson go to the corner. Robeson around, tries to get it to Bacon. Omicelli checks him. Now McGeough centers it. Nobody there. Flynn can't get it. Caccini keeps it in. McGeough in the corner, hit by Keith E. Carney. Robeson over on this side. Bacon tries to get it up. It's deflected by Flynn. Omicelli checked by Kokoli. Caccini keeps it in once again for the Hawks. Flynn behind the net. Tries to center it. Nobody there. Loose puck on the wing boards. McGeough now. In the corner. It's Flynn. Flynn, good move. Tries to turn the corner. Nothing there. Seta. with the save on Omicelli.
Oh, great play there by Flynn, who tried to get it out. He used Omicelli in the middle as a decoy, but he was covered and then took it in himself, and Seta was there to stop it. And then he eventually controlled the rebound, but a heads-up play by Flynn and Omicelli on the offense for Bishop Hendricken High School. There you see he controls it. He sees the man covered. He can't use him in the middle there. Omicelli comes around. He will get an opportunity, but Seta there for both. I think that last one was wide of the net.
Play back on, out into center ice. Rodolphe chasing it down. The defenseman for Hendricken is O'Connor. His pass up ahead is partially deflected. Now, here comes Kramer. Bobby Kramer. Check. Good back checking by Chevette. Puck behind the net now. It's collected by Keith P. Carney. Hanley up ahead, too far for Chevette. O'Connor gets it up to Kramer. They're juggling lines a little bit. Rick Bozer. Brendan Whittet, right side pass to Hanley, up to Chevette, up through center ice, cross the line. He's got Rodolphe. Chevette, the drive, he scores!
Derek Chevette, using his position, using his wingers, gets the feed from Scott Hanley and gets the first goal of the contest. Mount St. Charles 1-0. John, take a look at this. Great play by Chevette, who had guys on either side and elected to go for the shot. That might have frozen Berard.
Well, I think he caught Berard cheating and coming over. He gave him the far side. Chevette saw it, and he hit it. As Chevette was skating, he was cheating toward the left side, and he came back and shot it to the right, and he beat Berard cleanly along the ice.
West Warwick's Derek Chevette gives the Mounties the 1-0 lead. We're waiting for the time of the goal. 3:40 of the second period, and the assist goes to
Brendan Whittet, but I think it was Hanley who actually made the pass.
He made the last contact.
I think they'll have to give Hanley an assist on it, but the time of the goal, Rick, is 3:40. Mount St. Charles draws first blood. We've had some debris thrown on the ice, and that gives us a chance to catch our breath. This is something the Mount wanted desperately to do this afternoon, to get the first goal of a hockey game. In Game 4, Brian Klein put Hendricken up 1-0, and then after the Mount tied it, Gaudreau on a long slap shot put Hendricken ahead 2-1 in the second period, and it was that goal with 14 seconds remaining by Robeson that sent Game 4 into the double overtime.
Well, it's been an odd series in that you can say a one-goal lead is big. Yes, it is. But in the first contest, we haven't. We had a big lead by one team. The other team came back. The second contest, Mount St. Charles, a 5-0 victory. So the last couple of games have been dead even, and the one goal might mean something big. But we'll have to wait to see on that one. This broadcast, I remind you, is intended for the benefit of the viewing audience. Any rebroadcast or transmission without the express written consent of Heritage Cablevision, WPRI-TV, and the Rhode Island Interscholastic League is strictly prohibited.
Jeff Robeson in his own zone gets it up to Hanley. Off the boards, down to the Hawks' end. Loose puck in center ice. Keith E. Carney collects. Too far for Chevette. It's in on Berard. Berard leaves it for Klein. And now it's Omicelli. Chris Omicelli checked off the play by Chevette. Chevette clears, gets it back to Keith E. Carney. Keith Carney crossed the line, throws it down the left wing boards for Rodolphe. Wykers is there to collect for Hendricken. Omicelli on the left side. Now in the middle, it's number 19, Diorsi, the fourth line center, who's out there now for Hendricken. Senior Jeff Robeson from Rentham, back behind his own net for the Mount. 10:31 left second period. A flip pass up ahead. Chevette can't collect, and it's Brian Klein who fires it right back in. Keith E. Carney there to take it.
Jockeying lines trying to get the advantage back and forth so far. Chevette's line has had obviously the best success. And once again, the Mount comes back on offense.
Keith E. Carney dumps it in. Left for Klein. He's checked on the play by Jeffries. Omicelli on the wing again. And now a loose puck in center ice. Keith P. Carney comes over to take it to Jeffries. Diorsi throws it across for Jackard, but he's broken up by Del Mastro. And now a loose puck taken by the Hawks. Wykers fires it in. Comes over to this side, and Moreau tries to center it. It's blocked. Loose puck in the corner. Moreau still fighting for it along with Carney. Klein, a wrist shot from the point. It's blocked in front. Keith Carney to Mike LaCroix. Mike LaCroix leading them out. Down the right side with a slap shot. Berard can't find it, but Jeffries puts it home.
Mount St. Charles scoring 2 quick goals here in the second period for the 2-0 lead. Brian Jeffries will get the puck after the shot. Berard could not control it. And with the offensive pressure, as you see it bounce off, watches Jeffries will come in, and he's got himself an open net. And Berard is down and out at that point. 2-0 Mount St. Charles.
The shot by LaCroix, you could see it on the replay, was partially deflected by the defenseman's stick, and it changed direction ever so slightly on Berard, just enough to handcuff him. He couldn't find where it went. It was right out in front, and Jeffries banged it home. 2-0 Mount St. Charles. That is a big goal for the Mounties.
Mount St. Charles, John, also had 3 offensive players ready for that one. Officially, the time of the goal at 5:32. Jeffries from LaCroix and Whittier.
Win it.
You're right.
Robison around to Keith Carney. Bacon brings it up the right side. Kept in by the Hawks. Raposa. Gaudreau. A shot on Seta. He handles it and ties it up.
Be good for Hendrick to come back now with some offense of their own as they've been pressured here in the second period. Mont St. Charles seemingly content at first to play the positional hockey. Now they're starting to jump and run a little bit more, and that has given them a couple of good opportunities, as we've seen, and the 2-0 lead, which is more important. Here's the kid catching the game on TV. He's watching himself, but I don't think that he knows. There he is.
Hi there.
Celtics fan, but a hockey fan here at Meehan Auditorium this afternoon.
We are quickly reminded that it was Hendricken who came back with 5 third-period goals in Game 1, so we certainly cannot count out the Hawks here this afternoon. A 2-goal lead, still a big one for the Mounties. Brendan Winnett up ahead, cross ice to Rodolfi. Here comes Rodolfi, one-on-one with Klein. Rodolfi takes it to the corner, checked off the play by Klein. Omicelli goes back to help out. Puck in front. Potter gets it up left side to Flynn. Here comes Mike Flynn. He's hit on the play by Winnett, but gets by. Flynn across.